So today I am building the Win Studio Wind XR2. This is round 2, but it is the 4th installment of their creation. So a lot of updates have gone through this and I'm hoping it's just gonna be really great. I personally never use the numpad, but this keyboard has a numpad for all you people out there who do numbers and stuff. It's not full size, it's 96%, which means it's basically the same size as a TKL. It's gonna be beautiful. I haven't even unboxed it. It's gonna look great, I hope. And the thing that I hate most about numpads is you get ribbon cables, and ribbon cables are the worst thing on the planet. So we're just gonna unbox everything first. Hopefully it's a color that I like. And I don't know which pieces are which since they are unlabeled. Ooh, everything's also plastic wrapped. Okay, first we have the bottom case is pink and it has batteries. So we got some Bluetooth here. Personally, I hate keyboards with batteries, but it's fine. It's fine. You know what battery means? More ribbon cable. And no one likes ribbon cables. Maybe other people do, but I hate them. The packaging is so nice, but then like you have a nice plastic piece within a nice box and it's just like, oh my gosh. So 2 batteries. For some reason, my battery fell out of the place it was supposed to be, but I think it's supposed to go right in here. Hey, there's gonna be no fire because I'm not doing weird stuff. This is easy. You just take this white piece and you connect it to the PCB and that should be it. Be that easy. It's a nice pink. I like it. I wonder what the top color is gonna be. This whole box just for a pink case. This is why when I built so many keyboards, my recycling just is so bad. It's a terrible situation. Box number 2. I've got a silver top plate. This is pretty clean. I've got silver and pink. Is that it? Top piece, middle piece, and then bottom piece. And if I'm correct, these are all different plate options that I can pick from. There's 3. First is not a plate. It's a packet of foam. Many pieces of foam. If there is a PE foam sheet, I will not be using it. Second one, maybe this is a plate. Oh man, I knew this would happen. I've got 2 plates. I've got the main plate and then the numpad plate. The numpad plate is separate and this is polycarbonate. I don't think this is a plate. This is something different. Oh, this is a PCB. Okay, thank the Lord, because we've got a hot swap PCB. Honestly, when you look at the top, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to solder today, huh? But I don't. Thank goodness. I do not have to solder today. No one has to solder today. There's the ribbon cable right there. There's the hot swap sockets, the main PCB, and then the tiny numpad PCB. So this keyboard isn't out yet. It will be out next week, but you could check the link if you are interested in it. And a hot swap numpad. Okay, so I've got pretty much all the main parts, and then there's these little accessory boxes here. And this little packet says bump-ons. There's a packet of screws, like a kabillion gaskets, of course. There are flex cuts on the numpad. Yes, there are. Thing is gonna be flexible as heck. Oh my goodness. Screw bag number 1, screw bag number 2, screw bag number 3, number 4, number 5, 6 bags of screws. This did not come with a build guide, and 2 L wrenches and an extra ribbon cable and daughter board, and who knows what the heck this is. Why did this not come with a build guide? I searched everywhere for it. If I can't figure out how to build this thing, I'm gonna watch somebody else build it. Oh, I know what this is. LED diffuser. Put it back in so I don't lose it. This is gonna be one of the harder builds, I suspect. Lots of screws. Whatever is in here, it is yellow, and a badge thingy. I'll figure that out. I think we're gonna watch a video. I have no idea what I'm doing. Wow, this is heavy. Alright, this is brass weight at the back. It says wind on it, and it's coated in plastic, but I'll make sure just to open it at the end and not now. So a lot of parts, a lot of boxes, no build guide. Good thing I know how this works. First, you put your PCB side to side. The weight goes right there. The batteries go up there. It's gonna be heavy as heck when it's done. The big one. This is problem solving mode. Gotta check out what foam options they gave me. Oh my gosh. PE foam. I choose not to use this today. I'm very tired of the sound of PE foam and will not be using it. Whatever this is, I don't know what this is. Okay, I'm tired of not knowing what this is. We're going to the website. We're actually gonna just read. Okay, Bluetooth kit is 320, wired version is 305. What foams do we get? There's a free artist keycap. I didn't get that. They don't tell me very much, do they? Wait, decor piece. That's what that is. I didn't get this. You just get a foam kit. I don't know what's in the foam kit. Oh, and to those of you who want to use the Southpaw version, there's that. I think it's really cool. I've never been able to use the Southpaw version, so I'm not really interested. But yeah, it's just called a foam kit. I don't really know. Yeah, it's tricky. So my choice is that I'm just gonna use the plate foam and everything else can just not be here. Whatever this is, I don't need it. This PE foam, I don't need that either. I will keep this one. This is the case foam that goes at the very bottom. So I will keep this one and I will keep the plate foam, and it'll be much more simpler than if I decide to use everything else. If you don't know, just don't use it. It's that easy. PC plate goes on like this. Numpad plate, it goes like this. Now what? Okay, this is more correct. Yep, now it's stabilizer time. So I need 5, 6, 7. Holy moly, 7. I'm gonna lube them, but not the usual way. I learned this from apiary. You just install everything and then you get the syringe and you lube it at the end. So that's gonna be the way to go. They're Everglide V2. They're so affordable. I just like having them. They're not fancy, but they'll do. But at this point, we're speed running. Okay, and I try to not mess them up. I'm really good at messing them up. You have to screw them with these little tiny screws. I got my syringe with dielectric grease as well. After I screw them in, then I'm gonna lube it, and it'll be very quick, very fast. This is the best screwdriver available, in my opinion. Wow sticks are cool and all, but when you have to charge them and you realize that it's not a USB-C charger, life is not fun. Nice PCB. Lots of flex cuts. Okay, lubing time. When you have 7 stabilizers, it's a lot. Okay, that's decent. If it needs work, I'll lube it after I put keycaps on, then we're okay. The next step is to put this foam in. Step after that is to do this. And then you do this. So, because this plate has some screw holes in it, I know I have to find some screws that go in here. But there's no guide. And out of all these bags of screws, which one is the right one? Plate screws, that sounds right. So these screws are tiny. Either way, the screws are in. Okay, everything is done. Now I can repeat the steps that I already did. Put this in, and then this goes on top, and this goes on top, and then the flats go on the flats. It's looking good so far. Let's see, how would I do this so I don't mess up for the future? Technically, I should put keycaps in, but should I put in ribbons first? Let's just think about this. It's gonna be like this. So maybe it's time I do the decor piece. Decor piece screws. I'm glad they labeled things though. Decor piece 1 in. I don't think that's super important right now. I'm gonna do switches. I think it's time to do switches. Cateron Box Inks V2 switches. That's what these are. So in the off chance that I don't have enough, I'm gonna fill up the alphas, the numpad, and then everything else last. And because they have no build guide, there's a switch. I don't know if you can hear it. What the actual heck? Oh, I did this wrong. There's no space here or here. I did this wrong. That is so funny, but also not funny. Good thing it's just a numpad and not the whole thing. That would be very frustrating. Well, let's lift it up, turn it around, and put it in correctly. Okay, now I fixed it. I'm putting it back in. I'm doing it correctly. It makes sense now. Numpad complete. Looks good. Looks right. And I only had to remove all the screws of the numpad. It's done. Next steps. I'm gonna put gaskets. So after building the QK65 and the QK75 and a lot of other keyboards that use the other gasket mounting method, I very much do not enjoy these gaskets where you have to be precise, because I am not a precise person. Don't forget the brass insert. Oh yeah, you're right. Good point. Good point. Okay, brass insert next. Brass Brass insert looks very nice. Brass insert done. Black rectangle complete. Back to gaskets. At least this build is going pretty swell. Pretty dandy. It's been about an hour and 30 minutes. It's actually quite slow. Oh yeah, there we go. That fits. That fits. You just gotta make sure to squish it. So this goes down here. Something like that. Okay, real question though. Is there gaskets for the top? Or is this a top mount keyboard? If it includes gaskets, it must be gasket mounted. But then there's like screw holes here where the gaskets should be. Let us think. We're thinking. It's dual mount. Ah, that makes sense. So I could go gasket or I could go top mount. No, that is fun. I think I figured this out. I have not figured this out. Wow, I feel dumb. That doesn't look right. This is gonna make sense any second now. This is why build guides are like a thing. The ribbon is done. That is done. This ribbon is not done. I'm gonna put this ribbon in. I hate ribbons. Okay. One ribbon cable is in. Next ribbon cable. Okay, ribbon cables are done. This is what I've got so far. Okay, go very flexible. Let's just do everything. Who needs top gasket? Put this in. They don't tell you anything. Okay, easy. This is a bottom gasket, top mount-ish kind of build. Okay, it's looking good so far. Okay, look at that sandwich. This is probably the best I've done with no build guide. This is progress. I love the pink. The pink looks so good with the brass. Beautiful. So I opted to use the diffuser instead of this decor piece. I think it just looks a little prettier, especially with the little bit of RGB that it has. It does have this accent here. It has this accent here, which is a polycarb or an acrylic piece. I don't know. But it's different than the brass piece here. So you get to see that little bit of light coming through. Looks pretty. Do the bump-ons. I really like the triangle bump-ons. This is a pretty one. Very cool. Oh, it just looks so nice. Look at that. Okay, keycaps. Okay, to be honest, I don't know if these keycaps will be like a good match for this keyboard. I think it will be an okay match for this keyboard because they are on the cuter side just a bit. So these are DCX Jasmine keycap set, and it's the base kit. So I figured Jasmine is like a cute thing with pink, which is like a cute thing, and I don't have a ton of keycaps, so this is what we've got. There needs to be more cute keycap. It works great. Jasmine with pink. Ooh, it's got flex. It sounds good. I'm digging it. We're all just gonna listen to me put on keycaps. Okay, the last step is pretty much the sound test, and then we are done. These custom keyboards are getting more and more impressive, and one day I really want to build and design my own custom keyboard, but to do that, I need to brush up on my skills, and I can do that with Brilliant.org, and thanks to them for sponsoring this video. So I haven't done any real math or science in over 5 years. So I have a lot of learning to do, which is a little bit embarrassing. Brilliant has thousands of interactive lessons that I can use to brush up on my STEM learning. These lessons are perfect for lifelong learners like you and me, since I love to hone my skills and discover new hobbies and creative ideas all over the internet. Currently, I'm taking a lesson on logic. It started off really easy, and then over time, it became more and more advanced and challenging as I progressed through it. But thanks to the detailed step-by-step explanations, I can work through the problems in my head or on a notepad. It really is the best way to learn science, computer science, and math using hands-on and interactive lessons with a ton of visual examples, so it covers every type of learning style. To get started for free, visit brilliant.org/switch and click here using the first link in the description down below. 200 of you will get 20% off Brilliant's annual subscription. Thank you to Brilliant.org for sponsoring this video.